Hi, this is Aaron Wilson, Ravens beat writer for the Carroll County Times, reporting from the Ravens training complex in Owings Mills, Maryland. Here's our latest Ravens report.
We know these guys pretty well. You know, it's a very good football team. Traditionally, have done very well coming off the bye week. You know, that's going to be something that we've got to factor in. Very well coached, obviously, tremendously talented, and great quarterback. So.
The Ravens head to the Razor's Edge to play the New England Patriots at Gillette Stadium. Very difficult place to play, but the weather won't be a factor. Should be nice at New England this week, and the Ravens are going to face a Patriots team that's been transformed heading into the bye week. They traded star wide receiver Randy Moss to the Minnesota Vikings amidst several reports that Moss had become a disruptive force in the locker room and was clashing with quarterbacks coach Bill O'Brien. There have been reports of arguments with quarterback Tom Brady. They've been dismissed by the Patriots, but it doesn't mean that it didn't necessarily happen. Regardless, he is no longer a Patriot. The Ravens will not have to guard him, and they'll be concentrating on the likes of Wes Welker and Brandon Tate, very speedy second-year player from the University of North Carolina who's a threat on kickoffs as well. So he's a key to watch. Watch for the Ravens trying to match up with Wes Welker and also Brandon Tate.
I think, with Randy, you kind of knew, and pretty much people were starting to play him in a similar way. What does that mean? How are we going to defend him? Who's the deep threat? It's going to be Brandon Tate for sure. He can run. He's a threat. Obviously, they feel very good about their offensive weapons, or they wouldn't have done it. And I don't think they ever do something. No team ever does something to make themselves weaker. They feel like this is going to make them stronger, short term and long term. That's why they've done it. And we'll be the first team to find out what their plan is, and they've got an extra week to get ready to put that thing together. And I'm sure that's not by coincidence.
And they have some very good tight ends with Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski. Those guys are threats in the open field, especially Hernandez, who's a very good wide receiver. Tom Brady, you know what you get with him, pinpoint accuracy, tough in the pocket, and very difficult to sack because he has a quick release. And defensively, not quite as formidable a Patriots team as we've seen in recent years. A very young team, still learning their way in the NFL. They have some good young players like linebacker Jared Mayo and also cornerback Darius Butler. The defensive line, not exactly star-studded, but they do have a big, tough guy in the middle there in Vince Wilfork, and he's a handful. And the Ravens know that the Patriots are going to be looking for a little bit of revenge after how they trounced them in the playoffs last year, running the ball right up the gut with Ray Rice at the beginning of the game for a long touchdown run. So look for New England to be amped up for this game, and look for the Ravens to try to match that intensity. And we've already seen the Ravens can handle a big victory. They did that after the Pittsburgh Steelers win, and they were able to go ahead and hold it together and win against the Denver Broncos. So now comes another test for the Ravens, probably their toughest test of the season so far, as they go against New England at Gillette Stadium. Reporting for the Carroll County Times in Owings Mills, Maryland, I'm Aaron Wilson, Ravens beat writer, signing off with our latest Ravens report.